Hi, friends. It's time for another Read Aloud. And I am currently sitting in my children's playroom, and this is where they're going to be doing all of their learning while they're out of school. So, this is like a sneak peek into where we'll be doing most of our work. The book we're going to read today is called Farfallina and Marcel. And I absolutely love this book because it is all about friendship and whether or not we can stay best friends through all the different obstacles and things that happen in life. This book also won an award, so that must mean it's really good. But it is one of my favorites, and I can't wait to share it with you. It is called Farfallina and Marcel by Holly Keller. Dedicated to John and Josie. The rain fell all morning. It splattered on the pond and splashed on Farfallina's leaf. She found a dry spot and ate it. "Hey," said a little voice, "you're eating my umbrella." Farfallina peered over the edge. A small gray bird was huddled underneath. Farfallina liked his soft feathers and his gentle eyes. "I'm Farfallina," she said, and she slid down to the ground. "My name is Marcel," said the bird. He liked Farfallina's smile and her pretty colors. The rain turned to drizzle and Farfallina wanted to play. "I'll hide and you find me," she said. Marcel agreed. Farfallina hid under a fern close to the ground because she knew that Marcel couldn't climb. "Now I'll hide," said Marcel when he found her, and he hid right behind the tree because he knew that Farfallina moved slowly. "I can take you for a ride on the pond," said Marcel. Farfallina inched her way to Marcel's back. "You tickle," said Marcel, and he slipped into the water. Farfallina giggled. "There's so much to see," she said. Farfallina and Marcel played together every day. They liked the same games and they liked each other. But one day, Farfallina was not herself. "I'm not sick," she told Marcel. "Just a little uncomfortable. I need to climb up onto a branch and rest for a while." "I'll wait for you," Marcel called, as Farfallina made her way up the tree. Marcel watched until Farfallina was completely out of sight. Then he settled himself in the grass and waited. What do you think Farfallina is going to do? Where is she going? Night came and then morning, but Farfallina didn't come down. Marcel called to her, but she didn't answer. He was very worried and terribly lonely. Weeks went by. The afternoons grew longer and warmer, and Marcel went to the pond. He was growing, and when he looked at his reflection in the water, he hardly recognized himself. He went back to the tree every day to look for Farfallina, but she was never there, and after a while he gave up. At the top of the tree, Farfallina was snuggled in a blanket of glossy silk. She was growing too. What is she in if she's in a blanket of glossy silk? The sky was blue and clear, and the morning she was ready to come out and open her beautiful new wings. She had no idea how long she had been up in the tree, and she floated down to find Marcel. "I'll just wait," said Farfallina when she didn't see him, and she sat on a flower. Night came and then morning, but Marcel wasn't there. Farfallina was tired and confused. She fluttered around a bit and went to the pond. The pond was glassy smooth except for the ripples, made by a large, handsome goose who was swimming in solitary circles. Farfallina shivered with disappointment. Who do you think this handsome goose might be? She went to the pond every day to look for the small gray bird named Marcel, but he never came. One morning the goose stopped his silent rounds and spoke to her. "You must like it here," he said. Farfallina fluttered a bit. "I've been waiting for a friend," she said sadly, "but I don't think he'll come." Marcel liked her smile and her brilliant colors. "I know how you feel," he said. "I lost a friend too. She just vanished into thin air." Farfallina liked his sleek feathers and his gentle eyes. "A ride around the pond might cheer you up," Marcel said. Farfallina thought it would, and she settled herself on Marcel's back. "It's funny," Marcel said, "but I feel as though I've known you a long time." "I was just thinking the same thing," said Farfallina. "My name is Farfallina. What's yours?" Marcel stopped suddenly. He beat the water with his strong wings, and he swam round and round and round. "It's me, Farfallina," he shouted. "It's me, Marcel. Is that really you?" "It is," Farfallina shouted back. They looked at each other and laughed. By evening, they had explained everything, and they fell asleep smiling at the stars. Farfallina and Marcel spent the rest of the summer playing just as they had before. Marcel was careful not to fly too fast because he knew that Farfallina couldn't keep up. Farfallina didn't hide in the flowers because she knew that Marcel would never find her. And when the leaves on the trees around the pond turned red and gold, they decided to go south. Together. Just absolutely love that story. So even though they changed over time, they still were able to rekindle their friendship with one another, because it doesn't matter what skills you have or what you can do. As long as you are true to your heart, you can show kindness that way. So I just really love this book, and I hope you enjoyed it too. I will see you in a little bit if you can log into our Google Hangout. If not, I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.